Hey everyone, welcome back to Beekeeping with Natalie, or welcome to if you are new. Today's video is a little product review kind of. Basically, I'm going to be talking about this new smoker. I don't know how new it is to like the industry and everything, but I've been only known about it for like a little while now, probably a couple months. I actually was next to them. We had a booth at the expo and I was actually right next to them, so I got to kind of see it and smell it and figure out everything about it. And actually, the people who own it are hilarious, and I've had a lot of really good conversations with them. So maybe you got to see them at the expo or not, but I want to talk about it today a little bit, and I'm going to give my full honest review. I always tell everybody that I try to give my best review on it and just let people know how I really feel about it. So I'll kind of talk about how I think you're supposed to do it. I'm not going to be like 100% sure because I just got it, and so I'm not sure if this is actually right, but I am going to show you how I set it up. So it does come with like the manual and everything, and it tells you everything. So that's just what I looked at. I believe their website also has like a video on it if you want to check that out. And there's actually a lot of videos coming out on it right now too. I know Brian with Castle Hives just did a video. I watched that about it too. He did a really good review on that. This one will be a little bit different, so if you want all the different opinions, you can go check out his channel too. But anyways, so it comes with your actual smoker. I think it's called the Bellow. Is that right? Yeah, and then it comes with all these extra pieces also, and then the actual like scent. So now I will say there's a couple things about smokers, like normal smokers. I use a dated one, that they can suck sometimes because, well, lighting a smoker can be hard, whether it's just like really windy that day, or maybe you're using like grass that you just cut that's kind of dead now. If it rained, then that's another thing you have to deal with, or just finding the right thing that you want to use. We usually just use wood chips, which work really well, but you have to make sure you have them with you at all times, especially if you're going to outyards. The other day I went to a yard and I completely forgot the actual smoker fuel, so I had to use like, I didn't tell you about that. I had to use like, I don't even know what it was, but it did not last. I had a smoker for about like 30 seconds. Anyways, now with this, you don't have to really worry about that, and it's really easy to start a smoker. I was just thinking, oh, I gotta go out and start a smoker before we go out and film, but I don't actually have to do that because it only takes like 2 pumps and then it starts. So we'll show you how that works. So that's really nice, and that is one of my favorite things about it. But another thing is the smell of it. I personally absolutely hate the smell of smoke, like especially when it's on your clothes, and it's just like it feels like it's infused to you after a while because of beekeeping. Like it's just, you're in it for so many hours. And I don't know if it really has anything to do with your lungs or if it really bothers it or not. I have no clue. But I feel like since I started so young, if I'm going to be in this for like a million years, I feel like at one point it would have ruined my lungs, but I have no idea. So you just have to be careful about not inhaling it, I guess. But for some reason I tend to do that. There's so many videos of me out there just all of a sudden like coughing because I can't breathe. But let's just talk about how this actually works. So, huh?
What's the name of it?
Oh, yeah, maybe I should say the actual name of it. That's something my dad would do. Anyways, this is called Apis Solis, I believe. So I'll just kind of show you what, so it comes in this box right here. And here's your bellow, and then this is all already attached to it. And then this is the piece. Now I've already used it a couple times. I posted a video Sunday that was me using it, and just kind of like a short clip to see actually how it works. But this piece just slides on right here. I'm not gonna slide it on quite yet, but what you put in this, so back to the whole smoke thing. So this doesn't smell like smoke, and it's not really, I don't know, I guess it is kind of smoke, but not really. I don't know. I don't know a whole lot. I probably should have done more research, but it's like, I believe it's all natural, it's like scents and everything. And it just comes in this little bottle here. And it might not look like a lot, but it is a lot, and it'll go a long ways. Now I would say that it's not fully for like the commercial, or maybe even a little bit more than just a hobbyist, because it is like, I don't know, it's probably just more of like a sideliner thing, but if that is something that a sideliner wants to try out, I think it can be really handy for them and really nice. So let me figure out how to do this. I believe this piece comes out, it's it's always scary because I don't want to ruin how you're actually supposed to use it, but I believe this is right. So there's like there's a couple pieces. Let me pull out this. Okay, wait, no. Okay, so this piece, it isn't originally in there. You have to put it in there, but it's just like I guess maybe silicone. I'm not sure what this is, but is that silicone?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, something like that. But basically this piece you just slide in there and then you put the liquid in. I put the liquid in first and then I put that piece in. I'm not sure how you're supposed to do it. I don't know if you're supposed to take this out every time you want to fill it. I haven't. I've just been putting this piece right here into this hole down in there, and I've just been filling it that way. That might be wrong though, but it works. So then you just fill it. I believe, I'm not sure what the exact number is, but one full thing of these will do like a couple hundred hives, I believe. Or at least that's what I kind of got out of the use of it the other day. When I was using it, it kind of felt like you could use it for a while. So I think if you fill it up all the way, you can probably do a couple yards or so, and then you would have to refill it. But if you think about it, that's a lot better than a normal smoker, because a normal smoker, especially for mine, it's a smaller one. They have a lot bigger ones, but mine is smaller, so I have to refill it every, I don't know, maybe like 30 minutes or something like that, which isn't that bad, especially if you have stuff around you that you can use, but it does get tiring, especially if you're in the groove of something and then all of a sudden your smoker starts to just go into flames instead of smoke. And it's not hard to fill. I mean, that took like 2 seconds. So I'm just gonna fill it up about like this kind of halfway-ish, and then it just slides in and it'll click. And then it's pretty much good to go. Now, one thing that's super strange to me is the fact that you have to charge your smoker, which is crazy. So it might be something you keep in your garage or even inside. Just have a spot for it because you'll have to charge it. So it comes with the charger and everything, and I believe it just plugs in on the bottom here. So it's already charged and ready to go, I believe. And the manual tells you everything you need to know about that, so you just read that. And then to turn it on, I think it's just 3 pumps, and you'll hear it beep. Did you hear it? I don't know. I heard it, but I don't know if the camera picked up on it. So it definitely just beeped, and then it should be on. So then it should be ready to go. And then it'll just kind of take a second to get it going. And then it's ready to go. So that literally took like 30 seconds, and your smoker's lit and ready to go. You want to make sure you're doing like slow, full pumps of it, not like fast, quick ones. But like, I don't know, there's something about when I first started it, it's cool to see and also to do, I don't know. But another thing, when you want to turn it off, I'll do it again. I believe you put it upside down and then you hold it until it beeps. Okay, so there it is. So it just beeped. So now it's off. And then when you're storing it, I believe you store it upside down like this. I don't know what all the reasons are for that, but it says that in the manual here, so I'm just mentioning that. And then just to get it started again, it's just pumping it 3 times. I think that's it. So anyways, I'm gonna leave everything in the description that you need to know, their website, and then also you can use code Natalie18, I believe it is, for 18% off. So all that information will be in the description if you want to check that out. And then I believe Brian has some stuff on it too if you want to check out his video. Also wanted to mention, this is about the Apis Solus, but anybody who's bought a hat from me or any kind of merch over the last couple weeks, just want to say thank you, and your stuff will be arriving hopefully soon. I don't deal with any of the postal stuff. That's all my mom, so you can thank her for that. But of course I wanted to show everybody how this actually works. So we're gonna open up a hive here just to show you that it really does work. So I'm gonna turn it back on, so it's just 3 pumps. Okay, so then it's beeping, it's on. And then I believe it turns off after 20 minutes if you're not using it. So that's also nice. So it's not nice. So it's not going to ruin or waste the battery if you're just not using it or if you forgot to turn it off. Of course, I picked the hive that doesn't really have very many bees on it. Let's see if this super down here has, or actually maybe this hive has something going on. They're actually kind of up at the front here. Maybe I'll just do that. Okay, I'll just smoke them right here so you can kind of see that it does work. So they move almost immediately. So that's it. They're basically gone. There's like 2 bees right there. I was kind of hoping I would find a hive that's like packed full so you can see, but I guess I just picked the wrong hives. I promise we have bees, but I guess I can do it right here too also so you can just see that they will move. I mean, they react to it almost immediately. And sometimes with your normal smoker, it takes them a second. I don't know why that is, but so it works really well. Now, for anybody that's wondering what it smells like, I have no idea how to explain it. It's almost like, I don't know. It's flowers kind of. Maybe like that, yeah. It is pretty strong. I do think that, like I said, I'm gonna be honest here. I do think that like it does, maybe not transfers to your clothes, but you'll smell it for a while and it might take some time getting used to it. So it's kind of the same way as smoke, but the thing is do you want to smell like smoke for the rest of the day or do you want to smell like, I guess, flowers? So that's a good example, but also if you're somebody who gets headaches from that kind of stuff really easily, this might be a problem. But I think it's a lot better than like a normal smoke smell. It's just something you have to get used to, but I think it's a lot better than smelling like, well, I'm not gonna say that, but you know, smelling like smoke. So anyways, I think that's kind of it about this though. Like I said, I'll leave everything in the description if you want to check it out. I also want to say thanks to Apisolus, I think that's how you pronounce it, for sending me one, and I really appreciate that. One last thing also, I do understand the price is a little crazy and it is a little bit high, but also it's a good product and I've used it a few times and it hasn't, I mean, nothing has broken. It's still holding up really well and it's just really easy to use. So I think it's probably worth the price, but you just have to kind of convince your wife, I guess, or in my situation, my parents. So I think that's kind of it, but I think that's all I wanted to mention. So check out the description for all those links and coupon codes. I think that's it. So I'm going to turn it off now. Wait for the beep. So there it is. And then it's good to be stored now, upside down, I think. So I don't think you empty this out. It's just, it stays in there. I don't know how you would empty it either, but that's it. I think that's all for today's video. So thanks for watching today's video. Follow along more bee adventures and be here next time on Beekeeping with Natalie.